Hey, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Just making sure that I can hear you all clearly. I've got the entire, the setup going on mobile device because I typically miss out on my folks on Twitter who are watching. So thank you guys for joining me on this Friday night in the evening. But you know what? Where are we going to go? we're home, and that is why I said, you know what? Let me jump online, and I think I can hear myself. Can you guys let me know in the chat below? Can you hear me okay? Because I want to make sure that because I've got a lot of fun things to talk to you guys about today. All right, cool. I think it's going. Awesome. Yes, I can hear it. Okay, awesome. I might dip back in. So if you see me looking down at anything, it is because I've got Facebook going, I've got Twitter going, LinkedIn. I might have to do a rebroadcast or do it again on LinkedIn because I know that this information is going to be very valuable, especially to those that are in the marketing field. And you know what? I get so excited when I come on live that I didn't even introduce myself. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Liberty White. I'm the founder of Chosen Media and 100 Small Biz. And since right now there is a big focus on small businesses, and I've just loved what I've seen with a lot of people who are pivoting their marketing, pivoting how they do business. And I had this idea when the whole shut in and the work from home. And I said, you know what? We need to see who these people are who are doing these great things, hear their stories, especially the innovation side of things. So I said, you know what? End of week wrap up, just talking about some of the things that I've seen. And this is going to be really interactive. So be sure to comment below and engage. And I'm going to try to answer any questions as we go along. But I am geeked to share. I've shared some things on social. So if you follow me on social, you've seen me say, oh my goodness, these people are doing great. But I just want to put it in kind of like it's a top four with a bonus because there's one company, they're not they're not a small business, but what they are doing makes sense. And especially, your business grows with the amount of people that you can serve and the problems that you solve. And considering there are a lot of parents like myself who are working from home, but then also have little people around. I'll share with you what they're doing. And I want to definitely hear from you. Who are some of the people or brands that you have watched them on social and in this time when the uncertainty of this time, but they are still pushing through and they're still serving in great ways. I want to hear from you, and I might be dipping around to see, what are folks saying on Twitter? What are you guys saying on Facebook? And if you are watching the replay, thank you so much for joining. So I am going to kick it off and jump right in and be sure, if you're watching the replay or even now, be sure to share this with someone that you think is, especially if they're a small business owner, because once you see what some of these companies are doing, and they're doing it DIY, we like to say the DIY video marketing strategies, they're doing it yourself. And they're getting results, which is phenomenal because some people right now cash strapped, budget strapped, or maybe even resource strapped. And what I'm about to share with you are just some simple ways that they were able to leverage what they already have and reach their audience. So let's get right into it. All right, so this first one is Celebrate with Cake. So the really cool thing about what they're doing is they put out a call just asking, hey, any moms or families out there that want to bake with them, and they go live and they bake. And as I was saying before, when it comes to families now are spending so much time together, and depending on how active your children are, this is a great opportunity for you to do something family-wise, but then also something really fun and engaging, because there are also other families that are watching the live at the same time, and everyone is baking together. So it being a really interactive way to make that happen. Then also we have Ideal Barber. Now I did an interview with him on Instagram, so if you're watching this on LinkedIn, you've probably already seen what we did. We had a one-on-one session, but he's launching a product. So he's a barber, and he understands that people who are like myself, who are well overdue for a cut, we can't come in right now, but he's created the Ideal Barber touch-up kit. Like, how brilliant is that? And then in Toronto, for those of you who know the gentleman at the top, that's Cardinal Official, and Mary, who is a fitness trainer, but they've come together and they're collaborating on how they get people up and get people moving in the morning. So as a fitness trainer, you know, that is where you are in the gym or outside with your clients, but she's been able to partner with a friend, partner with someone that she knows, so that they are making it fun and engaging. So every morning, 9 a.m., Cardinal O is his Instagram handle, as you'll see at the bottom of the screen. But then they're getting the community together with great music and getting us active. And then let's go back up here, the mummy trainer. So similar to the fitness idea, that, you know, as a trainer, she trains moms. That's her clientele, that's her niche market. And knowing that parents are mentally going through, physically going through, as you know, you've got, depending on how many children you have, of course, but to be able to balance working, but then also full-time care of your children. And she goes live on Facebook and they do family workouts together. So there you have it, that it's something engaging. It connects with her audience, connects with her brand. Now this is the company that I was telling you that while they're not a small business, this is Penguin's Books. So they have a channel on Instagram and they go live 11 a.m. and they share stories. What a wonderful way, again, to engage. The problem that they're solving is, you know, allowing kids to still connect to their brands and connect with books and reading. And I watch it. I bring my little one and bring her down. I was like, okay, we're going to Penguin Kids, and you know, she gets a chance to watch and listen to stories while they're going live. And it's short. It's about 10 to 15 minutes. And what they do at the beginning of the broadcast is that they are engaging with the kids. When they come on, they ask the kids how they're doing. They ask them to chime in, and just having that, you know, our kids are not in school, and that is part of their structure and their routine in the day, is that they have to now adjust. They're not in class with their friends and their families, but here is something that is routine that enables them to make that happen and still engage and have fun. So there you have it, those 4 companies, fitness, a couple fitness people in there, lots of family, and it is phenomenal just what they're doing in making sure that parents, their brands, still are connecting and solving problems. So those are 4 lives. I want to hear from you. What are some of the lives that you've watched? Are they cooking? There's a lot of music, because for those of you who've heard of D Nice, a couple of weeks ago he did the Club Quarantine, and that just got the nation, the world on their feet. And you see a lot of DJs doing that as well. So taking it away from, or not really focusing on the entertainment side of things, it's like, let's talk about the small businesses who are making that happen. So again, if you are just joining, thank you so much. Let me see if we've got any questions going on here. And if you are on the replay, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave your questions or comments below, and I will make sure that in the commentary, or just on the back end, that I will go in, and I want to see who you are, because I would like to do this weekly, just a wrap up of the people who have the companies and the businesses that have done innovative things with their social media and their video marketing. And speaking of video marketing, I wanted to also share with you just some tips for those of you who the weekend is here, and if you plan on going live on Instagram, here's some quick tips that will help you with your Instagram live. For those of you who are watching, I'm pretty sure that when you opened your IG, you saw like live. And for the most part, when you click through, if the person is not actually doing something, whether it be makeup, whether it be cooking, singing, or some kind of entertainment, what you see is a talking head, which is why specifically, this layout right now, the way I'm presenting the information, it makes it a little bit more engaging, right? See, you saw all of that, and it makes it more engaging that way. It is something different and refreshing, and it will definitely help your users or your viewers at the end. How am I doing this? I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to swipe all the way there. I've got a workshop happening on Sunday where I'm going to show and talk through how you can use some of these strategies, because this is the thing. It's going to be, ultimately at first, it's how you serve your audience, serving them with information, entertainment, who they are. But there's this differentiator in how you do that. And so I love how you guys are so excited about that. I was excited. So as you know, most of you guys know. What is she? Yes, of course I'm promoting, because that class, that workshop is, hey, business owners, this is how you can take your business up a notch, because right now we have a captive audience. There is a captive audience of people who are, whether it be boredom, whether it be not having enough things to do or time on their hands, whatever the case may be, we're all online. So how can you create a great video? And that's why I say video marketing. There's the content production, but the marketing side is how do you get people to engage? And so that was a rabbit hole, which is good, which is cool, because its engagement is making sure I'm responding. You guys are asking me questions while it might not be directly in okay, cool, I have these slides and everything, but it's important to engage with your audience, because that's the whole building trust. You've heard that before. But when you do go live, use headphones. So typically I have earbuds in, but and again, you guys have probably noticed this with other lives as well, is sometimes you hear an echo or you hear feedback, and oh yeah, it's on my profile. So if you go to I Am Liberty and you click through, you should see the link to 100 small biz, and let me go ahead and put that in here so that you guys can see that. Oh, actually, I put it in the other one. So see, I've got devices going so that I could make sure that I had all this information ready for you guys. Take a moment, unpin that. Boom. Here we go. All right, so there it is. So there's a link to 100 Small Biz and 30 days of video, where it is, because just knowing, many of you who are watching, yes, we all follow each other, know each other, that this is that time. I've been doing video for decades. And so this is I am so excited about, and I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, about what we're seeing, what's happening. And when live streaming or video was a luxury, a thing to have if you had money, it's not that anymore. This is how we're communicating with each other outside of picking up the telephone, or texting, email, but it is FaceTime, it is Zoom, it is, GoToMeeting, whatever those, whatever platform of choice that you have. And so now, how do you do that for your business? How do you use video to continue to drive sales? Because cash flow, it's about cash flow, right? So I felt like I was just on on my soapbox for a moment, but because I'm really passionate about this, and knowing that there are so many businesses out there that have to change their model, change how they do things, change how they get in front of their audience, then hey, this is what we do. So when you do go live, use headphones so that you don't have feedback. You only have a few seconds to get people's attention. So you want to make sure that you are putting your best foot forward. And then number 2, comment and pin. So I love the fact that that was already a part of the slide and you guys asked for information and boom, I was able to instantly respond and pin that. So anybody who's watching the replay, hey, replay viewers, but then anyone watching the replay, they know what's happening. They know what is this conversation, who knows if, and even anyone that comes in on this live, when they come midway, they're not necessarily lost. They are, okay, cool. I kind of see what's going on. Well, this is more so a call to action, which leads me into my next one. Make sure that when you go live, and not every live is going to be like, hey, buy this, hey, do this. That might not be the case. But when you do need to give clear directions to your viewers, make sure that your call to action is clear. It says, hey, as you guys are watching, go visit 100 Small Biz. Go check out 30 days of video because we're doing a boot camp and an accelerator. All right. So what did you guys think? Are those some tips that you'll be able to use and implement? Maybe you're already doing them. And if you are, that's great. That's half the battle. And so again, just a recap, that making sure that you're using headphones. So I've got an actual microphone here and I got a different configuration than actually just using a mobile device, but earpiece in so that I can monitor at the same time. But ideally, having headphones in so that you control the sound, and then pinning comments, that's important. And again, this is for live streaming on Instagram. And then last but not least, just making sure that you are also getting that your call to action and what you're asking people to do. So that just about wraps it up. As I said, this is an end of week review. The question that I shared earlier was, what are you looking forward to watching this weekend? What lives? For me tonight, I think it's probably already started. NBA 2K is doing, and that's esports and gaming, but they are doing a 10-day game or 10-day tournament. And what's exciting about that is since the NBA had to cancel the season, then this is a way that they still can get the players involved. It's just differently. And since gaming, it has been hot for a while. I even remember in high school, all the guys just on their Game Boys and I think I was really just a Tetris. Like, I'm really basic when it comes to gaming, but to just see how the NBA was able to pivot, you hear that word so much, but how they were able to pivot and do something different. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And then there's also Teddy Riley, Babyface, and LA Reid. I think it is. They're doing a producer battle on Sunday. So again, tell me, who are you looking forward to? Who are you going to watch this weekend? And if I continue to do this end of week wrap up, what would you like to see? Would you like to see more on small businesses? Are you looking for more on the corporate side? And what about the tips? Should I keep doing the tips and adding that to the broadcast? Let me know what you would like to see down in the comments below. And I'm Liberty White. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, if there's someone that you know that could use some of these tips and this information to grow their business, go ahead and share this with them and or tag them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.